I think having an office really allowed us to push that to the next level.
2026, most likely, we already will be hitting those 40, 50K months exotics.
I most likely will be.
Yeah, exactly. The difference between people who are continuing leveling up is guts. Like, you got guts to continue going no matter how difficult, how confusing, how lost, how crazy it is. Like, you still keep going. Like, you just give the I don't give a fuck attitude. I'm gonna make it happen some way, somehow, sometime. And that's really what it is. So
the being obsessed mentality.
it's obsessed. You gotta be obsessed with that dream. You have to be obsessed. If you're not obsessed, you ain't gonna achieve it. So what's next, man? Year's almost done already. It's already basically done. We're already in 2026 already.
You're gonna be 29, right?
29, and then coming up 2026 with my exotics. Just
You
playing.
gonna get the McLaren or what?
I don't know yet.
I saw Stedman's C8 Corvette, the green.
I was about to text you. I was about to tell you, like, hey, are you gonna get the C8 or what? Because you were saying it, 65K or so, and it has carbon fiber already. Like,
he said he's down for 60. What is that? 1,200 payment?
No, it's less. It's gonna be like maybe
Every 50K is like
something.
1,000, no?
Mine was 70 something, so that's why it came out to 12 something.
But you got
I got
84
84
months.
months.
Yeah.
So
and that's
actually,
76.
yours might be around the same thing.
And then Navy Federal doesn't do 6 years. They only do 5-year terms. So
Oh really? Oh shit.
from what I know, or I don't know, because I got the slingshot, and since that's
Yeah.
considered a motorcycle to them,
Yeah.
it's 5 years.
So are you gonna get it or what? Well, you just got another
I
car.
just got the Cadillac, so I don't know if it makes sense.
It does good for marketing. Look at the car right now, the Corvette. I drove it earlier today, just kind of going around and just going fast, and does get a lot of attention.
I think it would have made sense if I didn't get the Cadillac. Because I could have got around the slingshot, and I could have just stayed with the Corvette payment. That's it.
But aren't you in lower payments now?
Yeah, I'm at $395 a month, so it's super small.
So you still got, and then I mean, you got
I
the
can still
slingshot.
do it, technically, Cadillac and Corvette.
I don't even see you using the slingshot anymore. What's going on with
It's been raining for the past 2 weeks. You know, like when it rains, you can't use it. It's a 3-wheeler.
Oh, the literally starts sliding? Yeah, but we all need to get some cars, man. Like, I'm trying to go cruising.
But is Corvette considered a supercar?
It's not.
It's
It's
not,
not. It's just like a muscle car.
There's just,
whatnot.
so it has to be either McLaren,
Yeah.
or Ferrari, or Lambo.
Or Lambo,
What else
any
you
of
got?
those.
Supras aren't considered. No.
Bugattis. I don't know.
Come on.
Of course, I'm Bugatti.
We're not Andrew Tate out here.
No, but we have
Maybe
to
not
start
next
cruising
year,
it.
but-
Next year, man. It's
No,
already
I'm
been too
talking
long.
about Bugatti.
Oh, no, next year.
Not next year.
No Bugatti next year, but at least an exotic for sure.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
By the end of the year, latest by the end of the year.
Definitely do want to reward myself with that, or buy myself investment property.
Okay.
Not too sure just yet, but right now I feel like I'm leaning more towards the car though. I think it makes more sense because it's for your business.
Let it create you some more clients, some more relationships. I mean, it does help. Like I said, it does help. Like, everything should be an investment and ROI, return of investment.
I think we did good this year for our return on investments. The way we approached it, our biggest one was the offers, 100%.
Yeah, it gave out different vibes for sure in terms of working too, like the mindset, just the focus. You know, it's an office environment.
Yeah.
You know?
I think one thing I feel like I've been taking for granted is being able to work like alongside you, because I feel like at some point, right, it's not gonna happen like that. Like we're not gonna be in the same office at some point. We're not gonna.
Choppers is right here, bro.
Choppers going through GTA out here.
That would be crazy if there was a lift for choppers,
There
like
probably
an
is,
app for
I'm pretty sure. What?
like
Oh,
an app,
a-
you know, like
app
Uber,
for
like when you call Uber, but
$300 lift.
but the chopper is only for people like that live in the penthouse. That's it. Imagine like, hey, I need a ride over here, and you order it, and then it lands on your rooftop, and only the people in the penthouse can really go up there because they're the ones that have access to it.
They do a 1 per month type of thing.
I don't know,
And
but
like,
just think about that. I mean, look, it might be something that might come true later on down the road, because there's a bunch of rooftops, a bunch of people that can afford penthouses, a lot of money. They want to skip the traffic. They just want to fly to a different city or whatever, you know, get there in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, we're gonna do the drones, the Amazon drones. You're just gonna be in a little incubator inside.
You know what? In LA, I think there's a market for everything. Oh, but you were saying about the office and stuff?
I just thought it was
Good
a
investment?
good investment. I think it was a cool change of pace of the
Yeah.
way we approach things. Everything was via Zoom. It felt awkward if you ever had to meet up in person with somebody. And being in the high Hispanic community, where there's a high amount of Hispanics, they want to meet in person. They want to see your face. I mean, this is financial things. They don't want to just trust anybody, which is why we have the affiliate program and why it makes sense of people sending us clients and all that. Not only because we pay them out, but because, for example, any of our clients would tell them, hey, do real estate with this guy, or mechanic, body shop, whatever, anything, they won't think about it twice. Word of mouth marketing is the strongest type of marketing there is. I think having an office really allowed us to push that to the next level. Also, employees. You know, you have to,
Hell yeah.
not even that, you have other people on your team, and it just makes it a lot simpler. It gives it more of a professional vibe. I mean, more than anything, too, you get in the office, you think work. You come home, you might think relax, sleep, take it easy. I mean, you could still do work from home, and I'm not saying that. You can always have like an office room, but
Right.
essentially what it does is that it puts you in a situation where you're just thinking about work, nothing else. But basically, you just think about work because you're going to do that only. If you go to like a different country, you're not gonna think about work. You're gonna think about having fun, all that type
Right.
of stuff. It's different, right?
It's a vibe, being able to take risks and then seeing what comes after those risks. There's a lot of moves we made throughout the year, and that's just 2025. We started last year, last year.
The
We started in
office.
2024. We started grinding from March to December, and it was just more virtual, meeting
Those are
up.
some interesting times.
And then 2025 came about, the office, the leveling up, the more investments. Like, you made more investment to coaching, more investment into like my team, and then my views. You know, so there's like a lot more stuff coming. And in 2026, there's no way you could regress and go back if you're just hitting it every day. 2026, most likely, we already will be hitting those 40, 50K months, exotics.
Almost likely will be.
Yeah, exactly. So, larger team,
We're not that far off.
more marketing. Yeah, we're not. We just have to zone in on things that already work and do more of that. That's really what it is. And protecting our time, because that's one of the biggest things that I came about, bro. Like, I don't want to take any client, like just any client. I want to take clients who value the time, lock in, let's get to work.
And you feel the change.
Oh, hell yeah,
The
100%.
different type of clients that we've dealt with in 2024 versus right now
Yep.
versus the clients we're going to be dealing with in 2026.
Yep.
Which is what I was mentioning. I was like, it's interesting because there's so much type of lending we can do,
Yep.
which is awesome. Like SBA loans, people with bad credit, we can still get them funding. People with starting up and have good credit can get them. We can help build people's personal credit up. We can get people that have no business, we have good credit, Shelf Corp, open up bank accounts, and then get them funding 0%, all that type of stuff. There's like,
Yep,
we
yep.
have so many creative ways, and there's so many niches in here. Like, the world is ours. The amount of people we can help out is ridiculous.
It's just a matter of having the systems, the team, just
Yeah.
locking in on that and being able to serve. Because if not, like, if we don't have all those things in place, like, we won't be able to handle all those leads, right?
Yeah.
But it's all about just systems and teams building that proper foundation for sure. But yeah, the whole, like, who doesn't need money? Like,
Yeah, we're
like,
selling
who
money.
doesn't need money? Everybody, literally selling money, like how to move money around correctly, leverage it, and I think we're in the best industry ever. You can leverage your credit, and after leveraging credit, leverage your revenue coming in. After leveraging your revenue, then leverage your assets that you start investing into, and then from there, you don't go back.
I want to emphasize how people don't really realize that you really build off your wealth by borrowing money. You don't build it off by what you have, you build it off by what you're borrowing.
Yep.
Funny enough, the more in debt you are, good debt, right?
Good debt,
Good
yeah,
debt,
good
which
debt.
is good debt. The way I describe it is something that's going to give you some type of investment,
Return,
return or investment in some one way or another, right?
Yep.
As long as you're using your credit for that and just putting yourself in that type of debt, you're fine, right? It's all about how much debt can you take based on the cash flow you got going on, and then long term, it's all going to make you money. You just got to start now, and it all starts with not even just the investment part, and it comes with getting your credit right.
Facts.
And we
Facts.
are well, not even the missing link. We're the people in between that can 100% make you be able to use your credit so you can utilize it to get good debt. I think people don't take that too seriously, of the whole investing, putting yourself in debt in the right way. I just like to emphasize that. As Hispanics, majority of the type of people I work with, we're so scared of putting ourselves in debt. I mean, it's just anybody, but specifically Hispanics, we're like working with cash. We think credit is bad. I thought credit was bad back in the day too as well when I didn't learn about it. But I knew that it was something that's a tool that's used very often, and it's something that I knew nothing of but would only benefit me, so I decided to learn. And I bet Hugo feels the same way about it. I mean, everybody has a certain conception of things, but we all know that, I mean, if people are saying it's a good thing or it worked out for them, you should probably find out what's it about, right?
Mhm.
Everything is unknown until you put yourself out there.
Who would have thought that with just credit alone, you could start making 6-figure plus?
Be on the 39th
You
floor.
could go in the hey, you could be on the 39th floor. 39th floor is where we're at right now in the balcony. The city view. You get to see everything here.
Yeah,
So
like that, man.
man, it's a vibe. It's it's worth having that credit. It's worth going for that risk. It's worth believing in that dream. It's a vibe when you start getting into the spot that you always prayed for, and it's only up from here. As long as we stay tight in our network, we stay tight on our focus, and more importantly, just keep believing on the next level dream, and that's it. Takes us further. So the next goal is a penthouse,
Sick.
taking care of my family, purchasing their homes, like all that stuff, man. Money never being an issue, but it all starts with just more grind, more focus.
Having your credit right. It's
Having
never
your
gonna
credit
be an
right.
issue.
Shh.
Money is never going to be an issue. Banks will literally toss money at you.
Getting a credit score that breaks the credit score. 900 plus. Let's go.
900 plus.
Damn. Imagine there's a 900 plus and then like it's executive.
Clients tell me that they're like, hey, I have a 900 credit score. I'm like, what? I'm like, where you looking at your credit score at?
I'm about to put that up and be like, hey, just hit the 1,000 credit score. Who know about that? Nobody says, what? I bet you 100 people are going to go tell me, what? 1,000 credit score? I didn't even know that was possible. Like, teach me, show me the
I
ways.
got you. Here's this free PDF. Comment 1,000 down below.
So what do you think you're going to start doing in 2026 that's going to maybe change the way your business goes? Like, what are some new implementations you're thinking of doing? Some goals that you just have for the company?
I think we both have been trying to implement things to allow us to let go of certain aspects of our business.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so not to be working so much in the business, but a little more on.
Like delegation more?
A little more
Yeah.
delegation, but
Yep.
I mean, you're always working on in the business at some way, one way or another, right?
Yep.
It's very normal, but I've been trying to put myself in a position where I'm trying not to do so much of the fulfillment. I'm teaching my little brother to learn. Also, having a lot of the marketing done by another employee of mine.
Right.
I'm no longer doing my automations and all that type of stuff. I have somebody who's helping me out.
Right.
A VA credit repair side is pretty much built out, so we don't have to do much of that. It really just comes down to just building things. We don't have to be so much hands-on. I would like to really just take a sales call, and even not even that. I want to get to a point where I'm not even taking sales calls, right?
Yeah.
And it's just being kind of closed.
Yeah.
So to a point where you're just kind of overseeing a lot of things, and even then having somebody oversee what you. It's like having managers. You're like the manager of the managers, CEO type of thing. Right now, yes, with a CEO, but we're still doing a lot of things. Like you're still
Yeah.
doing the majority of the fulfillment when it comes to funding. I'm still doing that, but that's something we need to 100% delegate. And
Facts.
allow for it to be delegated. I'm going the route of actually teaching somebody,
Okay.
my little brother. I'm not sure if what your route that you would go, whether you hire somebody or teach somebody. Those are things that I know we've been talking about delegating. I'm pretty sure 2026 is going to be the year where we do that.
Yep.
And then push us to 50 to 100K months. I'm pretty sure without even delegating that, we can hit 100K months. I'd
Gotta
rather
get out
not be
there.
going crazy and doing all the fulfillment that sort of way. Just give it out to somebody else.
Yeah, same here, same here. It's gonna be more delegation and more team members. The goal for me is to go up to 20 employees by 2026, end of
That'd be
2026, December, having some virtually, having some already locked in place in the office, like we already have. Just that team is enough in the office, but 20 people,
You have to get
hopefully.
a whole new office.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, hopefully, not hopefully, we will open up a second location. I've been thinking about like San Diego, Oceanside, maybe somewhere else, but just expanding and then being more on social media, marketing a lot more, hitting 50K followers somehow, some way, just getting a lot more exposure, and then
On the
Yeah.
business one or the personal?
both,
Both.
like just being a big marketing person that's out there a lot more relationships, more collaborations.
Yeah.
Having an actual in-house marketing team that
Yeah,
can
that'd be
create
good.
all the videos, do everything necessary to go.
And the cool part is all the things you're saying. So the majority of business owners, it's a scary thing because they're most of the time using only the money they kind of get from the month of profit. It's like what's left over.
Yep.
But for us, let's just say like a restaurant, they want to add marketing onto the business, but they only make like $3,000 to $5,000 profit at the end of the day that they have left over. They want to put that into marketing, but they're kind of limited with like only investing $3,000 to $5,000 as a restaurant, right, on marketing. Now, if you had the business funding like how we do, because we know it's our industry, we have no limitations with the way we approach things.
Yep.
And we can really push it to the next level so that way we actually get results and not
Facts.
do something half-ass,
Yep.
right? And I think
Facts.
that's a very powerful tool that I would love for the majority of people to take advantage. That's really what credit is at the end of the day, is it allows you to money not be a problem.
Yeah.
Do things to the fullest.
Hey, so what, you think you're gonna go for more rounds of funding, more investment next year?
I think it's a little bit still up in the air.
Okay.
But I think in 3 months I'll be able to tell whether I'm gonna get an exotic or not for
Nice.
2026.
Okay.
I'll be able to know, and then I'll probably make the trigger.
Let's go.
within like probably about like Q2.
Q two.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, cool,
I
cool,
think
cool.
this will make sense. What about
Yeah.
you think it'll get in the McLaren?
Well, right now the next I would love to get the car, but priorities first.
More
For the
employees.
most part, is building out our SOPs correctly, creating that leadership for our team where they can take initiative a lot more. They understand how my brain works, and then from there, going for a whole nother round of funding where we can also bring on more employees throughout the year and just continue to grow the company that way and start marketing. And then from there, Q3 to Q4, that's when we'll go for the exotic. Either for my birthday, I'm thinking Q3, or if not, for Christmas as a Christmas present, get myself an exotic and then just widen out. So I do got a plan in place in terms of how we're gonna go, but
You
I
think you're gonna stay here, or you might move out next year?
my lease is over next year, so
Which
ideally the
2027
go
or 2026?
2026. So it's most likely gonna be over Q3. No, actually in December I believe it'll be.
Okay.
So by that time, my goal is to get like a penthouse,
Okay.
and whether it be 10K a month, 50K a month, it's all right. Our income would be 100K a month, and then not scared, just continue taking those jumps. At least
Okay.
1 year of the penthouse. Like this has already fulfilled my dream, but I want to challenge myself
You
to
want
get
the
the
next one?
penthouse.
Yeah.
And then from there, just after that, I'm done. I'll just go
Totally
ahead and
get
get
a
a house.
house.
Yeah, I already had my experience. I could say, hey, I lived in a penthouse. I had everything to myself, and it was a vibe. We
I
did a
mean, it's not
bunch of
even
like
about saying you had it. You you experienced it.
experience it,
Yeah. It
bro.
wasn't even about say. Yeah.
It'll be a vibe, bro. Because in itself,
Yeah.
like you already see this building, we could do a bunch of marketing stuff. Like it's an investment
Like this
to
video right
lock
now. Yeah.
in. Yep.
We're in the right way. We're going the right direction. We have the right things in mind. And I think as you guys hear this, like we have all these crazy ideas and you guys think, oh, these guys are making ridiculous amount of money. I don't know what you guys think is ridiculous, but what we want to get to, we need to make more income. And we have no doubt in our mind that we will get there. That's why we're talking about these things so casually, to be able to get a McLaren, 150, whatever, Corvette, honestly, any type of exotic,
Or just lifestyle.
penthouse, just having this lifestyle
Yeah.
where you're like, I made it. Everybody's got to experience it, and the only way you're gonna experience it is by leveraging.
But you know what the difference is gut. Like some people talk, and that's it, and they take some action, but then they take a step back because maybe they fell at it or it doesn't go the right way. They stop having those guts of continuing to move forward. So the difference between people who are continuing leveling up is guts. Like you got guts to continue going no matter how difficult, how confusing, how lost, how crazy it is. Like you still keep going. Like you just give the I don't give a fuck attitude. I'm gonna make it happen some way, somehow, sometime, and that's really what it is.
It's
So
the being obsessed mentality.
it's obsessed. You gotta be obsessed with that dream. You have to be obsessed. If you're not obsessed, you ain't gonna achieve it. Luckily for us, we've been obsessed with everything that we've said we wanted. We've made it happen, come into fruition, and that's the only reason why we're gonna continue leveling up. 2026 is best year
you
yet.
guys understand that you gotta show up every day. It's literally Sunday here. We put in a couple hours of work, just like 3 or so. Nothing crazy, but it was good amount. We're still working. We're always thinking about business. We just always have business on our minds, and you guys need to understand that we're not even disciplined about our business. We're obsessed with about business. It's not about like, oh, we have to show up. We have to put X amount of hours. No, we want to make this. We want to put these amount of hours. We want to do it. We want to be successful. We want a penthouse. We want an exotic car. We want all of this stuff, and we're gonna get it because we're putting in the work, surrounding ourselves with the right people, with the right tools. So we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's really no other way around it. And if you guys feel like you guys have a missing tool or missing pieces, honestly, like we did, we paid for it.
Yeah, pay for
We
it.
we honestly paid for it.
Pay to play
with
the game.
credit.
Yeah, pay to play the game. That's the entrance. You gotta pay to play. But yeah,
That's the another view.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Peace.